cannot even remember the last time I picked up my camera. Our kids were waking up probably 5 to 6 times throughout the night. Mentally, I've just been a little off. I wanted to share just like a few beauty favorites that I have compiled over the last month. My sourdough sat in my fridge for over a month and I did not feed it. If you guys were curious what I was making, protein power balls. Him and I both lost 10 pounds in a week. We felt so weak, literally just miserable. My next task while I updated you guys actually on Echo potty training was go through her closet. People want to know about, what do you guess?
A baby.
You guys, I am so sorry. It has been over a month. I truly cannot even remember the last time I picked up my camera, and I honestly don't know what the heck happened, but as each week passed, something came up every time. And the more I get out of routine of vlogging, the harder it is for me to get back into the routine. It seems like I'm starting YouTube for the first time again, and I get nervous, and I feel like, I don't know, it's so strange, but I am sorry. I am back. That was the most unintentional long break, but I'm back and I plan to stay back. Side note, I saw a girl on Instagram start curling her hair towards her face, so I tried it yesterday and I literally came out looking like a mushroom. I think my hair is just way too thick and it looked horrible, so now I tried to re-curl it the other way for today and it's just going crazy, so just ignore that, okay? Because it has been so long and I truly just don't even remember what I shared last with you guys, I wanted to use this week's video as just an opportunity to catch up with you guys, to just kind of update you on my life in the last month, kind of explain those reasons why I didn't really pick up the camera for a while, all while doing things around the house because I have lots to do. I need to make some freaking bread. That is something I also haven't done in about a month, and I actually made a loaf yesterday and then I left it on my counter overnight. I woke up pissed at myself. First of all, it was 530 grams of flour, which if you're a bread maker, flour is not cheap anymore, and that was upsetting. But also, I spent the entire day doing my stretch and folds and making the bread, and I was so mad. But anyways, I need to make sure that doesn't happen again. The kids' closets are bursting at the seams, so I need to go through those. We start back to school actually tomorrow, which is insane. And so I just want to make sure the closets are good for that, and there's many other things I gotta do around the house. So I figured, why not do a little get my life together while I update you guys on my life. Oh my god, I have literal sourdough on my camera. Before I jump into all of the updates and getting things done around the house, I just wanted to share with you guys that video I did with Woodside Homes that I did some modeling and acting for about probably 2 months ago now is live on their channel, and I would love nothing more if you guys could just jump over there and watch it and say that I sent you. I'm honestly nervous for you guys to see because I was clearly nervous filming. I mean, there was literally a whole camera crew, which I was a little bummed in myself for because I was trying my best to shove that down. But nonetheless, I would love for you guys to check it out and see what I did. I know you guys got to see such a good behind the scenes of that day, so I thought it would be fun for you guys to see exactly what I produced. So I will leave their YouTube channel link down below as well as that video, and then they've also put out different pieces of content on Instagram if you guys want to give that love too. It means the world to me. But yeah, I cannot believe I did that still. It still feels like a moment, you know? But yeah, I'm super excited for you guys to see it. Honestly, I tried to write down some things to update you guys as far as the month of June went, before we went to Cancun. And is it crazy that I already kind of forget what we were up to? I know one of the days we went paddleboarding at the lake, which was absolutely incredible. My kids literally had the best day of their life. They were at the front of the paddleboard, literally just like this as I was rowing them. And it was a core memory for sure. I took them with my mom and that was so fun. But besides that, we were just doing activities at home, going to splash pads, I don't know, nothing too crazy. But before I update on Cancun, our 4th of July trip, our sickness, all of that kind of stuff, I just wanted to say that I think I get a form of seasonal depression in the summer, and I feel like I remember talking to you guys about this last year, but it is so hot here. to the point where just walking from your car to an activity, I'm like dripping sweat. And I am a very sweaty gal. If you know me, if you followed along for a while, you know that. And when I get sweaty, I get like mad. And I don't know, I just am noticing the last 2 summers, like I really have not been okay mentally. So I feel like that's like a huge reason too why like I haven't really wanted to vlog as much, because I just don't want to show up and like chat and like act all peppy when I'm just like, ugh, like it's so hot and miserable here. So that is something that we're really trying to like figure out. I don't think I can do another summer here. And I know I've been saying for so long that I want to go live somewhere else for like a month or so during the summer. And I'm like, we really need to make that happen because it's affecting me for sure. It just feels like we're stuck in the house and there's like not much to do. And unless we want to be in a pool and like just totally soak ourselves in water, we're not happy outside, and then we're just cooped up inside. And just this being my job, it's like really hard to get sweaty and gross and then have to get ready again to like film things. And yeah, so that's like part of it as to why I just like kind of kept not prioritizing YouTube. The other part was my kids' sleep. That is something I do remember from the month of June, but for like a month or two, our kids were waking up probably 5 to 6 times throughout the night. Rocky would usually only wake up like once, sometimes with like a night terror, other times just like wanting water or like comfort or something. But Echo was the one who was struggling, which she's always been like my good sleeper until about 2. I swear when she like hit 2, we just like started regressing a ton. And she was waking up, like we'd put her down around 7 and she would wake up at 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. And it was completely exhausting. And the other part of it is she only wants me. If Nathaniel goes in there, she is like, nope, mommy, I don't want you, I only want mommy, which meant we just like could not switch off. We did get to the point where we're like, okay, one of us needs to like sleep through and the other person needs to get up, and we'll just rotate, because it was that bad where we were just like so sleep deprived. But we couldn't even do that because she was just like, nope, I want mommy. So that has gotten a little bit better. She usually now wakes up like once through the night, maybe twice. Putting her down for bed and down for naps has been very exhausting. She has hit that toddler phase of stalling and trying to think of everything she can think of to get out of going to sleep. So like that entirely has been draining. And by the time I get her down like for naps, I just have been way more exhausted. And then like for bedtime too. And I just feel like a lot of the times I was using to prioritize like work, I was honestly just trying to like survive. I truly did not want to come back on here and just like complain and be entirely negative, because I don't like to exude that kind of energy. I really try to be positive and think of the like bright side of things, but like I just feel like I have to explain myself and where I've been, and just like mentally I've just been a little off, if I'm being honest. But something that I have noticed is when I'm feeling this way and I'm not busy or like doing things, it gets worse. And I noticed that I stopped like baking and cooking and filming and stuff like that. And typically I would do those kinds of things and they would bring me like some sort of creative joy, and they would just like kind of pull me outside of my head, if that makes sense. And I wasn't doing those things. And so I think that is also why I was starting to feel just kind of like, and so I'm really just trying to like get back into a good routine of everything. I feel like I gave myself enough of a break where I am like, okay, I'm ready. So all of that to just say, bear with me. I am doing my best, but I really do miss you guys. I really do miss showing up on here. Like I said, it's such a good creative outlet for me and it brings me so much joy. And so I'm trying to lean on those things that bring me joy.
Trying, and even if you could, it wouldn't come out like it should.
Before I moved on with the life updates, I wanted to share just like a few beauty favorites that I have compiled over the last month. The first is this necklace. It is from Anthropologie, which I don't ever shop there, but I saw a girl link it and I was obsessed with it. It is for our last name Rodriguez, not just for Rocky, although Rocky does say it is for Rocky Rodriguez, but it is so cute. The quality is so good. I also just recently had this necklace made. It is from a girl's shop called Girly Pops, which one, cutest name ever, but I customized this one and I love it so much. I wanted to just like share what was on here. I did fruit because I am like fruit obsessed, but I also just think it's so cute. I have an R for Rocky and E for Echo. I thought this heart was just like super cute, and I just love the cowboy hat is for Arizona because we live in Arizona. And then this little bow I loved. I thought it was cute too, but I also just like am trying to be more girly, and that was like my little sign of girly. And then this little shell is for my beach or just like water obsession. So dang cute. I am literally obsessed with this necklace. I also just wanted to share like some Amazon finds because Amazon has been popping off. I'm sure, as you guys know, literally everyone posts about Amazon now. I just feel like it's like all I see, but for good reason. So this is a Free People dupe. It's actually a romper. It is literally the baggiest, like most comfortable thing ever. Would be amazing for postpartum or even if you're pregnant. Like look at how much room is in this. It does run a little large. I got my true to size a medium, and I definitely could have gotten a small, but it also cinches right here, so you can like easily pull it down if you're nursing. Seriously obsessed with it. I raved about it on Instagram, and the fact that I have not shared this with you guys here just shows how long I've been off of YouTube. So again, I am sorry. And before I show you more like fashion favorites, I did want to also say I have not been wearing mascara all summer. I have just been putting Aquaphor on my lashes and curling them, and it has been so nice all summer, especially like for swimming and things, because like nothing is like running down my face, but it just like gives like a little darkening to it, and then it just like lets them curl and they stay curled all day long, even through like swimming. And I did this all throughout our trips, like to Cancun and to our little staycation, and I seriously have been loving it. I did put mascara on the other day and I was like, okay, that really pops my eyes, but I just felt like this has been such a good like summer staple, and I had no clue that you could use Aquaphor to curl your lashes, so I just had to share. I am actually just gonna overlay footage of me wearing all of my like recent Amazon purchases because I think there's like 8 outfits and I cannot be bothered to try all of those on for you guys right now, so I'm sorry, but I just wanted to share because they are a ton of cute items that are like Free People dupes. I feel like everyone has been Amazon obsessed lately, and I am one of those basic girls, but I really have enjoyed shopping on Amazon because I just feel like it's so easy. If it doesn't work, you can go to UPS and return it for free. I have a UPS literally just like right next to me, so it's just so easy, and I'm able to find like a bunch of Free People dupes for less, and the quality is still like super good. So I've been loving it. I will have all of them linked down below for you guys, but if you guys want to see like more current up-to-date updates, I guess, of the new like fashion pieces I find, definitely follow me on Instagram. I'm a little too tall for this tripod and this angle, but you guys get the point. You don't need to see my face, right, the whole time. Wanted to update on bread really quick because like I said, I've neglected this thing for over a month. So bad to the point where I forgot to, you know, shape it and put it in the fridge, and the whole thing was waste. So that was fun, but my sourdough sat in my fridge for over a month and I did not feed it. It was extremely dead and I was terrified that I killed it, but I was determined to try to revive it before I tried to ask a friend for some of theirs. And you guys, this thing is so resilient. Literally within like a couple feeds, it was back to life. I swear by the 1:1 to 0.75 ratio, where it's 100 grams of starter, 100 grams of flour, and 75 grams of water. So like a little underwatered, and it just like plumps up so fast. So I did that every 12 hours until it rose, and it rose within like 24 hours, but I just kept feeding it for like, I think I did it for like 4 days because one, I was like not ready to make a loaf of bread. But two, I needed to make sure that it didn't like have that like super alcohol-y smell. One of my friends made a loaf one time when she didn't feed it enough and it had sat for a little bit and the bread like tasted like alcohol. So I did that and it has been completely good. So if you have a starter that has been neglected for a little bit, don't give up on it until you've tried to like revive it again. I had people in my DMs saying they have left theirs in their fridge for like 9 months, which is insanity, and they were able to revive it. So don't give up on these suckers. They are resilient as hell. I don't know if I've shared an update on this technique of stretch and folds, but I've been doing coil folds and it is like giving me the most perfect bubbles. You guys, I don't know any of the proper terms, but the bubbles in my bread are like perfectly spaced and there's not a bunch of like big holes in my bread. I think this way is just like a lot more gentle on the dough from what I've heard. But yeah, I've just been like lifting it up, and you just like kind of let it fold over itself and then do a quarter turn and do it again until it doesn't like really stretch. And it literally just takes like 30 seconds and it's good. Okay, the next thing that I wanted to update you guys on was our trip to Cancun, and just kind of like what has transpired since coming home. So we went the last week of June, and it was such a fun time. It was so nice to have that just like uninterrupted time with Nathaniel, and I swear to you guys, it is just life-changing if you've had kids, especially, to just get away, even if it's like just a staycation or something quick or close. Highly recommend taking that time. We were able to just do whatever we wanted to. We could go to the gym together. We read an entire book. We were able to just swim and enjoy food and just enjoy each other. We stayed at the American Fiesta Condesa or something like that. And one of the days we did take a boat over to the Isle of Mujeres. And that was super fun. I'm really glad we did an excursion this time. Nathaniel usually gets really seasick, and so we weren't sure if we were going to be able to do that, but luckily they had Dramamine, and we've tried that in the past, but we realized he didn't take it correctly, and it worked this time, so that was amazing. Got to go scuba diving in like the middle of the ocean because it was literally like probably 7 feet deep right there. You could see the bottom, and that was super cool, although it was extremely touristy, and you had to like follow the tour guide, and there was like 5 boats with like 40 people each, and literally I was getting kicked by the person behind me. But besides that, it was super cool. And then it took us to like this little like beach resort that only people who went could go stay on, and it was such pretty water. It was so clear, literally like clear water. We got to like chill over there, have some food. We read our book. We rented a little golf cart and we drove around the island. Got to find like the mango with tahini. I was like craving that so bad. And like the chamoy or whatever it's called. But yeah, it was super good. I will say the all-inclusive portion, I don't think we will do again. We didn't love the food, and we were kind of thinking that because it was all-inclusive and the whole resort was all-inclusive, they're like mass producing, and I'm not trying to be like a brat by any means, but I was really excited about the food, and it was just kind of mediocre. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. Overall, such a fun trip. So we got home on a Saturday, and the following Thursday was 4th of July, and we planned a little staycation with our family to take Rocky and Echo to a place that has like a pool and a water slide and all that kind of stuff. And so we went, and the actual 4th was super good. We did our own little fireworks. We did like sparklers with the kids. We let them like stay up till like 9 o'clock, and it was just fun. We were swimming. We got to go down like water slides. But then the next morning, Nathaniel woke up with what we thought was just food poisoning. Him and I both stayed up and had In-N-Out after we put the kids down in the hotel Friday or Thursday night. And so we just thought it was that. He was not doing okay the whole day and constantly just had to like keep going away. And so that kind of was like a bummer on our trip. But then Saturday morning, I woke up with it, and we were supposed to stay that entire day. And we were like, heck no, we need to go home because we were both miserable. We thought this bug was going to last for 24, 48 hours maybe. It did not. It lasted for 2 weeks, you guys. 2 weeks of literally hell. Luckily, our kids did not get it, but him and I both lost 10 pounds in a week. We could not keep anything down. We felt so weak and lethargic, literally just miserable. I am pretty sure we got some sort of parasite from Mexico. I ate ice. I had ice with like coffee, and I didn't think that that would be a big deal. And then I had a ton of fruit too, and they say like they wash the fruit with water. And so I'm pretty sure that is what we got. It was really bad, you guys. Like we got to points where we were like, we are not okay. Like we need to go to the doctors. But we were kind of stubborn, and we have a few nurse friends that were just like, well, if it's this or this, they're not going to be able to do anything for you. Just like let it pass. And yeah, so it's now been a little over 2 weeks. It's been like 2.5 weeks and I still don't feel 100%. I feel easily just like lethargic, but I can tolerate foods and I can keep things down, which literally is heaven sent, because all we were consuming before was bananas and like a piece of toast with like nothing on it. It was quite miserable. All that to say, we will not be going to Mexico for a little bit. I just feel like we got punished for vacationing. And I think next time we'll just like go to Catalina Island or Florida or I don't know, somewhere close that we know for sure we will not be getting sick from. I forgot to share like the hardest part of it all, and that was the fact that I had 3 brand deals due on days 2, 3, and 4 of the sickness, which were the worst days. And I did not have anyone to help me with the kids, and it was absolutely miserable. Nathaniel was so heaven sent. He helped me a ton, but like my kids watched way too much TV, and then we had to like detox from the TV, and yeah, I will be done complaining, but that is like a huge reason too why I did not pick up the camera. Those 2 weeks, I literally could not. I actually tried to last week, which had been like a week and a half into it, because I was like, there's no way I'm still not gonna feel good, and I still didn't feel good. So very glad to be past that. Never in my life have I appreciated my health more than I did. And also I lost so much strength in the gym, which is entirely frustrating. I can usually do like shoulder presses. I got up to like 40 dumbbells, 40-pound dumbbells, and 20s are hard. Literally half the weight is hard. So it just feels like we're in a stage of like rebuilding and finding like a new routine again. I feel like I'm literally a beginner in the gym again. And my motivation is like kind of gone, because before I felt like super good and strong and I didn't really lack like motivation, but I'm finding that I'm starting to lack motivation. So I've come up with like a new plan. I'm gonna follow like a routine in the gym with like actual structure, because for so long I've just been going in and doing like what I want. And so I'm hoping all of that will just like help me pull myself out. I'm also making sure I'm taking all my supplements again. I am back on creatine to help with like strength and doing all the things. So yeah. If you guys were curious what I was making, it was this, protein power balls. These are like little protein bites, and they're literally like a peanut butter cookie dough bite. They are seriously so good. They have, I think, like 10 grams of protein per little thing, and they are definitely a must-have for like an afternoon treat, like little pick-me-up. This mirror is so dirty, but I would be lying if I said it was ever clean, especially when I film, because Echo, while I'm like doing her hair or getting her dressed, just touches it, so it's just constantly dirty. But my next task that I wanted to do while I updated you guys actually on Echo potty training was go through her closet. I need to do it for Rocky too, but there's no way I'm going to be able to do both of theirs today. My mom is actually going to come pick up the kids for the afternoon and take them to dinner, because Rocky starts school tomorrow, and she wanted to do like a little back to school dinner. I do have some time, but this is like a big project, and I still need to make dinner and like do some other things too. So we're just gonna start with Echo's. Most of my kids' drawers are like bursting out of the seams, and there's like a bunch of pants in here that are 1, too small, or 2, just like out of season. It is miserable. I will not say how hot it is again here, but we are absolutely not touching any of those. But this is what is really consuming my mind. I need to go through all of this. There's no organization. I feel like there's clothes from many different sizes, and I also have been putting clothes in these bins in not the right bins. I've just been putting them in bins, and so I really need to like organize that and have the right sizes and label them. So we will see what we can tackle. I did recently go through all of this, and I feel like all of this does fit her, and that is why there's that pile. Okay, let's see if I can multitask. So Echo is 2 and almost 4 months old. Her birthday is March 31st. And with Rocky, we potty trained him about 6 weeks, I think, after he turned 2, somewhere around there. So we're definitely starting like a little bit later with Echo. Although I do want to say it has been so much easier potty training Echo than it was potty training Rocky. And I think it's because for a long time I have been associating her with the toilet. And then also because Rocky is potty trained, she sees him go to the bathroom on the toilet all the time. So honestly, like that has been so helpful. But for the past like 6 months or so, I've like been sitting her on the toilet, asking her if she wants to go pee, telling her how eventually we're not going to go pee in a diaper anymore, we're going to wear underwear. I have sat her on the toilet so much that she has actually peed on the toilet before, so all of this is familiar to her. So we decided to do the method of 3 days of just in her underwear, no other clothes, and then no outings, and then after that introduce clothes again, introduce outings. She has been doing amazing, and it's funny because like I trust her entirely. Like if I ask her if she has to go pee and she says no, she really doesn't have to go pee. Like she doesn't really like lie about it or like try to get out of it. Like I don't know, and she can hold it super well, which is crazy at her age. But I just feel like it like clicked quick for her. I don't really know if I had like an exact method per se. I just like every 20 to 30 minutes put her on the toilet. And I feel like the biggest thing in the first like few days is figuring out how often your kid goes pee. Your kid could go pee 5 times in a week window, they could go pee once. And so I feel like once you kind of understand how often they go pee, then it's like easier to predict like when they're gonna have to go again. And so that was kind of just like the hardest part at the beginning, as I was just constantly putting her back on the toilet. But by day 3, I believe, she was telling us when she had to go pee. We did use some incentives, which I feel like people have so many opinions on all of this, and I will always just reiterate, do what is best for your family. But we did a sticker chart and we gave her an M&M every time she went pee for the first 3 days. Within that first 3 days, she filled up her entire pee chart, which at the end of that, the incentive was to get a new toy. She filled that up and she has not even asked about the new toy, so I don't even think like the incentive was really needed of that. She just like enjoyed putting new stickers on her sticker chart. We did also stop giving M&Ms after 3 days of going pee, and she has not asked for them every time she goes. It's just kind of like something that I felt like made it more fun and more exciting. And then now it's like not a thing already. We are on day 8 of potty training today. We also just tried to like read books with her. We played the Tony box. We had her play with toys on the toilet, just all things to like keep her comfortable and like okay sitting there long, especially for when she had to go poop and we needed her to sit there longer. And luckily that was never really a hard thing. Rocky has been so insanely helpful and encouraging, and it's just been like so beautiful to see. He gets so excited for her, and he's so good at like comforting her too when she's nervous. But like having him sit in there has helped us too, because like she oftentimes will want to go like play and do what Rocky's doing, and so they would just like play in the bathroom until she did her business, and then we'd be done. But yeah, it's just been seriously such a smooth transition, and I'm very, very grateful for that. This has been something I've been working up in my head to be like a huge long thing for so long, and it has been surprisingly so much better. Just wanted to share a couple more things about potty training as far as like night times and nap. I just tried to do no pull up and it didn't really go well. She has woken up dry multiple times and she's really good at telling us, and so that's why I was hopeful that it would work. But I am going to just wait until she is dry throughout the night for a few days in a row after me just like reiterating not to pee in the pull up, and that we can come get her if she needs help. And that's when I will do that. Rocky picked up to that really quick. I would say like a week after potty training, we took the pull-ups away at night and during the naps too. And he had like 1 or 2 accidents, and then he's been good ever since. So I know we got lucky there. And so I'm thinking we might have a little bit of a long haul in that sense, but that is my plan for that. I cannot believe we do not have any kids in diapers anymore. Like it gives me such bad baby fever knowing that my kids are out of diapers. Like my baby fever wasn't bad enough. Now it's worse. Also, we still have yet to take the binky. That is the next thing. I know I said in like a long video ago that we were gonna do it. Well, something happened. I can't remember what came up, but something came up. We didn't do it. And yeah, we still haven't done it. But she is down to 1 binky. One actually fell in the toilet. And so we are just down to 1, and she's doing great with that, but I am a little nervous. So that is the next thing on the list. I think within the next week, we cannot keep pushing it much longer. So I'll update you guys when we actually do that. I'm sorry, I just keep talking about it, not doing it. But yeah, that's the Binky update. Hey, first drawer is already cleared out, which feels so good. These are socks. These are my like Shop Olivia J super fun printed socks. And then these are ones I've purchased that are just like a little bit more simple. These are her pajamas. This is all long sleeve and this is the only short sleeve. So that is telling me we really need some more short sleeve. And then these are her swimsuits. Kind of random to have these together, but that has just been what works. These are all just the missing pair of socks. Like, where the F do socks go when you wash them? I truly don't understand. Oh, is that a match? Oh, there's one match. Okay, cool. But like, for real, where do they go? They just disappear.
Will you only drink from the thoughts of yourself? Are you lonely?
I let a friend borrow a couple like newborn sleep sacks, and so that is one of the things that was in the pile that needed to be returned to the right bin, but I just like couldn't get to it because it was super tall and I was being lazy and I just threw it up there. So that is the first thing. I have a bin full of sleep sacks. I swear by sleep sacks if you are a new mom. This is always such a daunting task and I'm like, I don't have the time or energy to do it. I need to, oh shoot, I need to do a stretch and fold in 4 minutes. So I'm gonna just try and get as much as I can done in 4 minutes, just get this organized. And then maybe next video I can like heavily tackle this with you guys. If this is something you need inspiration on, it will give me inspiration to do it and show it to you guys too. So if you guys want that video, let me know. Another thing that's been kind of like a new obsession that I didn't ever think of doing was just bringing my iPad into the kitchen. For so long, I have been using my phone for like recipes, and I always felt like I was jumping back and forth and the screen was super small. So literally just pulled out the iPad and can pull them up super big, which I don't know why I never thought of that. I also have been loving like playing music on Spotify, like while we're cooking dinner, or if I feel like watching like a YouTube video while I'm cooking dinner. It has seriously just been game changing. I know they make a device that does this, but like why buy another thing when you can just like use your iPad if you have it? I think I mentioned it earlier, but Rocky starts school back tomorrow, which is just so crazy. I feel like because of the way life has been the last few weeks, like the summer just like flew by and it was just gone. And it makes me super sad. I honestly just like have really enjoyed the slowness of summer and not having like anywhere to be, like having slow mornings, not having to rush. But I do miss the routine of it all. So I am excited to see if that just like kind of helps like pull everything back together again. But I wanted to share because I'm going to make him like a little morning of the first day of school basket. I got this idea from my manager actually because I am partnering with Tony's Chocolonely again on Instagram, and I was trying to think of an idea, and she was like, I always do a back to school basket for my kids, like you could totally just throw the chocolate in there, which I thought was so smart, and it just like unlocked a new tradition. So I wanted to show what I'm gonna throw in there. I found this at Target. This was $5. The back says last day of school. They also have a happy birthday banner, and I grabbed that too because I just thought they were so cute and simple. And then I'm gonna put some like school supplies in there, and I got this like little ruler ribbon I thought was super cute. We need some new socks. We need some new like slip-on shoes just that he can put on himself. And then the chocolate, I'm gonna have like balloons coming up from it just to make it fun. And then I got him a new water bottle too. I've heard so many good things about this one, so I'm excited, but I'm also gonna throw in a first day of school outfit. It just has not come in yet. But yeah, I just felt like that was like another fun reason to just make another cute little basket. You guys know I love me a good basket. This is the birthday one. How stinking cute is that? I'm gonna have it just like displayed by their presents now from here on out. When was the last time you were in a vlog?
I don't know. Where did it hit?
The lamp. People are asking to see you in the videos.
Yeah?
Yeah. They want you to talk.
I'm still here.
You ain't going anywhere, really. It is extremely weird and quiet at this time of day. This time of day is usually very loud and chaotic, but because my mom took the kids for dinner, it is just us, and we are making nachos, which I used to share making nachos like all the time on YouTube, but we have not had it a lot really at all lately, and it sounds bomb. People want to know about, what do you guess?
A baby?
Yeah.
Soon?
don't get anyone's hopes up.
Soon as defined by me.
Yeah, when Nathaniel's ready. Heaven forbid that happens. No, I'm calling him out hard because it's funny to me because all I can do is laugh about it, but
And wait.
I literally wait. The break that I just had is not because I was pregnant. I wish. But it's not. I am not pregnant. We are not currently trying. I'm not going to tell you guys our exact timeline because honestly, I don't even know it myself, but we do want more kids. We are just not currently trying. The blobs of crema kind of ruined the aesthetic, but
Yum.
bomb. And a little bit of queso.
Damn, O'Malley died at the end of season 5.
Dude, I don't know how you fell asleep as O'Malley was dying. How?
Is this the end right here or now?
This is the next season.
You watched the whole other
I
episode,
watched
guys?
to get him out. He fell asleep at like 9 o'clock.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Dr. Hunt,
Yes.
I'm Louise O'Malley.
It's the weirdest thing ever to be watching TV at 6:16, but it is actually so nice. The kids are still not back. I assume they'll be back within the next like 30 minutes or so, and we'll get them down and watch some more TV. But I hope that you guys enjoyed today's vlog. It was super good to be back and just to share with you guys again, and I definitely missed vlogging, so I will do my best to stay consistent from here on out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching.
Damn, dude, what are you doing to
You
me?
look like a little baby.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next vlog.
I was staring at you, but you were spacing out.
I can't see.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.